Oh, time to piss off some dudes. Hey, yeah. Woo, baby. Early morning live stream. I'm on the way to my destination, boy. Tell you. I tell you. Man, man, oh man, oh man. Well, let's see who all gonna join the coach today. All right. If you guys don't smash that like button, the coach will slap the yellow right off your teeth. I will slap the yellow right off your teeth. Okay. Oh, everybody, good morning. Top of the Saturday morning to you. Okay. Top of the Saturday morning. Telling you. Drinking me some mint tea, sweetened with a little bit of honey. Dudes need to try some of that. What's up, Apex Mobile? What's up, homie? What it do? Boy, the mint honey tea is good. Gotta try some. Amazing. I love this mint honey tea. But yo, why? Why? Yeah, Apex, I missed it, man. I missed that damn fight. I gotta go back and watch it, man. I gotta go back and watch, man. I was mad that I missed that fight. Uh, I was mad, bro. I was mad. I had to work. I had to finish up work, man. And I work a lot. But hey, why is the MMA media treating Jessica Andrade like she the damn underdog? I don't get it. Like, what do these people have they not seen Andrade fight and seen Blanchfield fight? Have the MMA media I don't know, man. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, but here's what it is, y'all. And I'm gonna be completely 100 with y'all. Why is it when they get a white female, okay? Why is it when they get a white female that does remotely well? And I like Blanchfield, so don't think, oh man, why is it when they get a white female that does, has some success, they immediately put that white female on the pedestal, and then they automatically make that white female like a betting favorite. Guys, I never understood that. I don't get it, but it's just what it is, okay? I think I give Aaron Blanchfield a lot of credit for taking this fight because she could have been like, nah. And me personally, I don't think Blanchfield should have took this fight. Me, I just don't think so. After what she did to Lauren Murphy's a veteran. You know, I'm sitting there thinking, man, maybe for Blanchfield, this might not be the fight for her, man. Because I watched Aaron Blanchfield fight Tracy Cortez back in 2019, and she had a rough time. She had a rough time with Cortez. Matter of fact, I thought Cortez to me dominated the fight, but they had a split decision. I don't know. I don't know how that worked out. But I just see that Blanchfield right now, she's not on that level. She's not on that level. But Leon Doubleson, that's my homie. Leon Doubleson, I don't get like whenever there's a white female that's got any kind of like decent skill set, they immediately take the white female and then they be like, huh, yeah, this is the next coming of Ronda Rousey. Like this is it. And I don't think Blanchfield is there yet. I think Blanchfield is good. I think she's good. But I think this fight, to me, this is too much, man. And I've been saying this for a whole lot of weeks that this is too much. I think, why I don't get why the UFC and these managers, why do they always, guys, and I say always, they always take these young fighters like Blanchfield. They take them, and then what they do is that they try to push them as fast as they can. They do it. If the fighter can do anything halfway decent, they immediately throw these fighters into the fire. Sink or swim. Well, if they sink, this could negatively affect, Aaron Blanchfield's career. It could. I'm not saying it will, but it could. And to me, I know Blanchfield looking at this as an opportunity, but see, me being a coach and me being an OG, I get where this could head. I get it. I get it. I get exactly where this could head. I know what could happen. And I know Blanchfield will try to tell y'all she cold blooded and all this stuff, but deep down, everybody got some kind of emotion. Everybody, and you'll feel some kind of way. You'll feel some kind of way. Okay, you'll feel some kind of way if you go out there and you get brutally beat. I'm talking about you get brutally beat. Okay, I thought Cortez won, and I thought Cortez dominated most of the position. I thought Cortez dominated those positions. Um, Blanchfield was throwing up these submissions. She kept trying, but Cortez pretty much did what she wanted to do on the wrestling part. She got out wrestled. And Blanchfield's supposed to be this great wrestler. She's supposed to be like this phenomenal wrestler. Well, not really. I mean, she's good, but she wasn't better than Cortez. And then people are saying, well, Jessica Andrade on the ground. Like, do these people not watch MMA? Do they not know that Jessica Andrade is exceptional from the ground? Do they not know that Jessica Andrade has a ground game? Do they not know that Jessica Andrade, I think, is a jiu-jitsu brown belt? Like, do they not know that Jessica Andrade, I think Jessica is jiu-jitsu brown or jiu-jitsu black? Okay? Do they not know that Jessica Andrade actually can fight on the ground very well? She's good. It's like the media, they just automatically say, well, if Aaron get the fight to the ground, the fight's over. Really? What fights did Jessica Andrade have these people ever saw? I'm not a Jessica Andrade fan, but what's right is right, okay? What fights of Jessica Andrade have they been watching for them to come to the conclusion that Jessica Andrade don't have much of a ground game and that if Blanchfield can actually get this fight to the ground, Blanchfield wins? I start laughing at some of these people. I start laughing. But, Jessica Andrade getting the typical name calling. Okay, they calling Jessica Andrade a man. They calling her, a model, a muscle model, a male muscle model. Okay, a male fitness model is what they call it, Andrade. They call Tyler Santos that too. Anytime somebody got any muscle mass, they call them, not feminine. That's what people spending their time doing at Jessica Andrade. Okay, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, Jessica Andrade can battle on that ground, and I think they're taking Jessica on the ground lightly. Aaron Blanchfield gonna try to get the fight to the ground because she don't want to get knocked the hell out, but she gonna realize that Jessica too strong. She gonna realize that Jessica Andrade is too damn strong. Okay, and when she realizes that Jessica too strong, Aaron Blanchfield, she gonna have to stand. And if Aaron Blanchfield got to go to her plan B, which is try to win in the stand up, she can forget it. Okay, the fight's over. The fight's over. Moreover, that fight's over. Jessica Andrade is gonna badly, girl, if this fight stays standing. I've seen Blanchfield stand up game. To me, it's not that great. Her stand up game to me is not that great. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe some of you can see it. I don't see this great stand up action from Aaron Blanchfield. Now, Aaron Blanchfield will stand and bang with you for a little bit. Do that. Okay? And that's kind of cool. Blanchfield will stand and try to bang with you for a little bit. But that's it. It's nothing special. There's no special effects. And this is something that Jessica Andrade ain't seen. News media trip, man. News media trip. They do this all the time. And I always wonder, like, come on. Jessica Andrade got like a lot of experience. So why are we treating this girl like she's an underdog, a betting underdog? Why are we treating it? Well, okay. And I know why. Because Aaron Blanchfield, she's shown some success. Okay. She's Caucasian. And that's what they think. And no, you need to look at Aaron Blanchfield as a competitor. This is not Ronda Rousey. And I say this because Ronda Rousey had success before she started getting knocked out. It's not Holly Holm. Holly Holm had success in the octagon. Okay. And she had success against a lot of fighters who are dangerous. Okay. It's not Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes had success against a lot of dangerous fighters. It's Aaron Blanchfield. Aaron Blanchfield, the biggest name on her resume to me was Tracy Cortez, and she lost the fight. Okay, that's probably one of the bigger names on her resume, and she lost. Okay, now what? Now what? Okay, what does cold blooded need to do now? Okay, to me, Aaron Blanchfield should be a betting underdog. And I'm gonna put some money on Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade finna make me some money. Jessica Andrade finna make me some money this Saturday. Jessica Andrade is about to make Coach Shelton Harrison some money. But it's just how the media is, guys. And this is old media. It's old media. This is old media. This is how they respond. This is how they react to everything. They get excited. Any white female they see, they get real excited and they start dubbing this woman like the next, champion already without doing anything. Now you know if Blanchfield does happen to beat Jessica Andrade, and that's a small chance. If she beats Andrade, Blanchfield is going to get a title shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to give her a title shot. They're going to give it to her. Okay, they're going to give it to her because they're pushing Aaron Blanchfield real hard. But when does it stop? See, this could have an adverse effect on Blanchfield's career. George Page and Leon Douglas. This could hurt Blanchfield's career, guys. I done said it so many times. I done said it. And guys, how many times have I been right about this? And I'm not trying to say that I'm right about everything, but I was right about Megan Anderson. I said, listen, don't try to push this girl to fight. Okay? Stop trying to push this girl to fight Cyborg. I kept saying it. And then when they kept pushing that fight, I said, okay, all right, well, forget it. I'm finna push it too. Oh, Megan's scared. Okay, and Megan didn't want to fight. And Megan Anderson was afraid to fight Chris Cyborg. She was afraid. Megan Anderson was afraid. And that negatively affected me. Megan had to go to a mental hospital. Bro, I mean, I'm telling you, Megan Anderson was messed up. Then she go in there and fight Holly Holm, and Megan Anderson was never the same. Megan Anderson was never the same. I kid y'all not. Megan Anderson was never the same after that whole Chris Cyborg fiasco. Never really the same. Okay? And you can tell by our last couple of fights on her contract. I mean, got dominated and embarrassed by Holly Holm. Got embarrassed by Felicia Spencer. And got her ass whooped by Amanda Nunes. I'm talking about Megan got embarrassed in those 3 big fights. She got embarrassed. I mean, so embarrassed that the girl retired. Girl don't even want to fight no more. I mean, Megan Anderson got her ass whooped out of the UFC. I'm talking about she got her ass whooped out. And to me, Megan Anderson wasn't even the worst one on the roster. They had plenty of people who should have went before Megan did. But that's what the UFC do. Megan Anderson thought I was a hater. Imagine that. She thought I was a hater. Because I told the truth and I said, hey, she ain't going to fight Cyborg. And if she fights Cyborg, that's going to be the end of her career. See, she didn't even have to fight Chris Cyborg. That's the thing, y'all. Y'all want to know what's funny? She didn't even have to fight Chris Cyborg for her career to go down to 2. Only the thought of fighting Cyborg. Only the thought of fighting Cyborg ended Megan Anderson's career. Just like that. And let me give a shout out to my homie Joseph Cordonetto. Let me give a shout out. He ain't on the stream, but let me give a shout out to my homie Joseph Cordonetto. Okay? That's my homie. All right. Yeah. But see, if she goes there and gives a good account, she'll be okay. But if she go in there and get beat up like Lauren Murphy did, y'all, okay? Because Blanchfield, too, is somebody you can't tell her nothing. And I'm going to tell you something about Blanchfield that's telling, okay? Y'all know Blanchfield don't listen to her corner. And I know sometimes you do have to make decisions as a fighter while you're in there. You do. You have to make decisions. Because sometimes what your corner's saying don't line up with what you got to do. But Blanchfield don't listen to her corner. They'll tell, and sometimes, a lot of times, her corner, they're accurate. They're right. They'll tell Blanchfield, do some ground and pound. She'll go for a submission, and the submission don't even beat her. Like, and I'm like, what is she doing? You know, she can get this ground and pound off. Nope. Aaron Blanchfield will go for the submission. Corner tell her, hey, pump your jab. Pump your jab. Okay, don't go for a take. Pump your jab. She go for a takedown. She don't listen to her corner very well. I noticed that. And something like that for a young fighter, that's dangerous. That's real dangerous. That's extremely dangerous when you got a young fighter that they don't listen very well to the instructions shouted out by the corner. And then when you get back in the corner, it's like they telling Aaron Blanchfield the exact same thing. Aaron, you can ground and pound. Okay, the submissions aren't there. She'll be nodding her head like she listened and go back out there and try to submit. That's telling. That's telling. See, I know as much as I can't stand Mike Winklejohn, Holly Holm trust him, and she listened. Mike Winklejohn and got Holly Holm knocked out all over the octagon. But guess what? She trusts her corner. Okay? And she listened. Valentina trusts Pavel. When Pavel tell Valentina, hey, do this, Valentina go execute. You have to trust the minds in the corner. You have to trust these guys. Okay, you have to, trust them to an extent because they do know and they can see what you can't see. Nah, Aaron Blanchfield, that ain't her. She don't do that. And unfortunately, man, I hate it for her because she's a good fighter. I think this is too early, y'all. And maybe this one time I hope I'm wrong. Like maybe I hope that I'm completely wrong about this whole thing. And it's a gamble. This is a gamble. And I want to get on live stream tonight and I want to say I'm wrong. Okay? Like I legit want to get on live and I want to say I was wrong about this fight. I want to say it. I really, truly, honestly to God, I want to get on here and say I was wrong. You guys heard it here first, Marcus Bell. Coach Shelton Harrison wants to get online. And I want to say that I was wrong about this particular fight. I want to say that Blanchfield went in here and did the darn thing, and Blanchfield proved all of us wrong. I want to say that. I really want to say it because I think the division needs Aaron Blanchfield. That's the thing. This division, the UFC fighting needs Aaron Blanchfield. We don't need Aaron Blanchfield to be on some damn mental hiatus because she got her ass whooped. That ain't what we need. We don't need Aaron to be on a mental hiatus. We don't need that. We need Aaron Blanchfield because she's young, she's hungry, and she's exciting. And Aaron Blanchfield, she gives. She's really got that fire. She's got it. And Aaron Blanchfield will get on the mic. Okay, Aaron Blanchfield will get on the mic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know that Jessica Andrade is no joke. Okay, we know. Okay, we need Blanchfield to be intact. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong, Brian. I really want to get on tonight and I want to say, listen, I was wrong. Aaron Blanchfield proved me wrong. Look, Aaron Blanchfield got the goods to do what it do. That's what I want to say. I really want to say it. I want to say it with everything because I know what can happen. I've seen this happen with Megan Anderson, y'all. I've seen this happen with Sabina Mazo. I've seen this happen when they tried to push Alexa Grasso too early. They tried to, but Alexa Grasso can't avoid the ass whooping that she got coming to her. Guys, I've seen this happen. I've seen what they did to Felice Herrig. I feel like Felice Herrig got pushed too fast. And now look at Felice Herrig. Okay? I mean, I've seen what they did with Megan. I've seen this, y'all. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it happen. Okay? And, even fighters like Elise Reed, they nobodies now. Okay? ABC, Amanda Bobby Cooper. Remember her? We know what happened. Just got pushed too fast. They put in there with Mackenzie Dern. I'm like, man, Amanda Bobby Cooper finna go to sleep. I said, she ain't ready for no Mackenzie Dern. It's so many fighters who they could have been much, much more if they were allowed to just develop like they're supposed to develop. Okay? But they don't get the opportunity. The UFC is you have to fight or you got to sink or swim. That's the UFC's motto. You have to sink or you got to swim. And there's no in between. There's no in between sinking or swimming. There's none. Hold on, y'all. Somebody calling. That's my homie, Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy is a G. Miss Wendy is a G. All right. But anyway, y'all. I tell y'all this, guys. I'm not trying to wait a minute. What the hell is this thing? I just lost connection to your camera. Give a damn about my camera. I don't care damn about no camera. All right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, see, Brian Williams, now that make a whole lot of sense. It's a reason why Brian Williams, I just think something, you just know stuff. Yeah, man, she ought to be fighting somebody like a Viviana Araujo, okay? Or they should have ran it back with Tracy Cortez since they say the fight was so close. Should have ran that back with Cortez. See, the UFC, they got options, man, but they just choose to take the girl and throw in there. I mean, y'all seen what happened to Sage Northcutt. Sage Northcutt, they pushed this guy too early. The guy was getting beat up. Then they put, Goku over in one championship, and Goku was just destroyed. Goku was destroyed. Okay? Goku was destroyed. And that's just what it is, y'all. That's what it is. Goku got his ass destroyed. But it's the UFC fault, man. See, a fighter can say no to a fight. But most of the time, a fighter, they're not going to say no because they don't want to be perceived as weak. And I look at it like this. See, I hope and pray and become a fight manager. And there's a couple of fighters that they legit been asked, Coach, why don't you be a manager? I mean, you seem like you understand the business. And I don't know. It's just a lot you got to learn to be a manager. And I'm not saying that I'm afraid to learn, but it's just some things that you can't overlook. And see, I know I'm going to have to definitely be talking to Roger about how to do that, because you just don't walk up and become a manager. You got to do some stuff. Got to do a few things. Some things got to work. You got to understand how to work the deals, how to do the contracts, how to set up the best environment for your fighters. So you gotta learn how to work like deals. I do deals a lot, but see, this is a whole nother arena. But I would protect my fighter. Me personally, I would protect my fighter. Okay? I would protect my fighter. Sorry, you're not ready for that. Now, if Ann Blanchfield was going through and tearing everybody up, like, okay, let me give you another example. Teresa Bleda. Man, I love me some Teresa Bleda. They brought into the UFC. I had high hopes for her, but man, Teresa Bleda was a disappointment, man. And I hope Teresa Bleda can get it together. I hope Teresa Bleda can get it together, man. I like Teresa Bleda. But then, on the flip side, they didn't bring in Tanisha Tennant when Tanisha Tennant was hot. Nope. They didn't bring in Karina Rodriguez. They didn't bring in Vanessa Porto. They didn't bring any of those. And unfortunately, when Karina was telling me, Coach, I signed with Bellator, I kind of cringed a little bit because I kind of already know, well, I mean, you're not going to be fighting a whole lot. Like, it's just what it is. And I know going to Bellator means you're making a little bit more money. I get that too. And I know you signed a contract worth some money. But when you look at it in retrospect, you're not going to fight more than twice a year because Bellator can't afford to pay you to fight more than twice a year. Now they got to pay Chris Cyborg, and they got to pay people like Alima Lake McFarlane. They got to pay those people. They got to pay now Liz Carmouche. They got to pay Pitbull. You think they're really going to be able to pay you twice? I mean, to fight twice a year when they got to pay them guys? To fight twice a year, they can't do it. There's no money. Like the money in Bellator, they don't have it. They don't have the revenue to pay these people. And that's what people don't get. See, people don't understand the business part of MMA. Like, why? Well, how come these people only fight once a year? Because they can't afford to pay them to fight. That's the real truth. They can't afford to pay these people to fight. And that's Bellator business. It's what it is. That's Bellator bit. That's how they operate. Bellator just started turning a profit. They just turned a profit. Not a huge profit, but they just turned a profit. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. That's what I've been trying to explain to y'all. Okay? Bellator MMA just turned a profit. Just turned a profit. So they can't afford to pay these people twice a year. I mean, go look at the fights. Go look at fighters like Juliana Velasquez. Go look at her. Look at Denise Kielholz. Look at, hold on, I can give you some names too. Look at Ava Knight. Ava Knight ain't fought in 3 years for Bellator. I'm trying to think of some more fighters that don't fight very often, WMMA. Look at look at Sneed Kavanaugh. Look at Janae Hollowpoint Harding. Them jokers ain't fighting, man. They can't afford to pay them. Because they got to pay these big stars. They got to pay these 6-figure contracts that they can't afford to pay. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on the sidebar. I don't know how I got off on the sidebar. I have no idea. But okay, fine. I got off on the sidebar. Yeah, well, Leslie Smith. Folks, they can't afford to pay him. And see, let me tell you the thing about contracts. I'm going to explain to y'all. Okay? When you have a contract, they owe you the money. But there's no time period. See, when you sign a contract, the contracts is based on the amount of fights that they give you. Now, the promotional company, they can choose to fight you whenever they want to, or they can just let you go when they want to. That's the thing. Okay? Yeah, you know, George, I've been saying that for a long time. Bellator could probably save money, man. Stop doing all these damn European shows and do some shows right here in America. Do a couple of shows in America. Do some in Texas. Do some in Florida. Do some in Vegas. Stop going overseas. You know, see, people don't think about like how much money it costs to fly all these people overseas. You got to pay for the fighters and their teams to get there. You got to pay for them. The promotional company foot that bill. Okay? The promotional company foots the bill. They got to pay. They got to pay their fighters. They got to pay the fighters, the team. All of these people got to, get paid to go over there. Or they buy their flights. Now think about how much money that is already just for one fighter. Let's say if they got 3 cornermen. And them tickets run about $2,500 a piece. So now you got the fighter flight. So look, you're already out 10 grand. And you got to pay for hotel. Okay? And they're going to be there for about a week. Hotels will probably run, I don't know, $100 a night, maybe. $200 a night if it's a suite. So now you got, let's see, you got a hotel, you got a flight. For one fighter, that's $12,000. That's 12 grand for one fighter to get them to a fight overseas. Y'all hearing this? Now, let's say if you got 20 fighters on that card, multiply that by 20. How much money is Bellator going to be taking out? Probably about 250 grand to get the people there from their destinations. More than that, between $200,000 and $300,000 to get these people to their destinations. Ain't that a bitch? Hotel, all of that, $300,000 for all your fighters on the card. Okay, now you got to pay them because their contracts say you got to pay. That might be another $1.5 million in expenses to pay all these people. Even a person on the Bellator roster making $500. Okay, so now what are we at for this fight card? We're probably at about $2 million. Maybe we're at about expenditures of $2 million for this fight card. Okay, got to pay your fees, or commission fees. You got to pay that. Okay, got to pay all of that. Venue fees, which that's not a huge like chunk of it. But you're already going to pay out of your pocket before you even make a dime $2 to $3 million. Now you hoping to make some of your money back at the gate, okay? And you gotta hope that these foreigners will come in and pack the seats out, which they don't. So now your $2 to $3 million now, you may have gotten $1 million back in the gate. Maybe you can sell some merchandise. Maybe you can get another $1.5 million in selling merchant at the gate. Woo, buddy. Woo, buddy. And y'all see why Bellator is losing money. Y'all see why this is a bleeding wound. It's bleeding. I'm talking about this bleeding profits. Y'all can see why. If most of your shows are overseas, this is why. Y'all want to know where the UFC put most of their shows at? Yes. Guess where the UFC put the majority of their shows at? In the USA. Now, I want y'all to look at how the UFC do it, too. When the UFC, they have fights overseas. And you got to admit, I don't like Dana, but the man, he understands business. They have, like, say if they do a fight in China. Well, who do you think is going to be the primary fighters in China? You're going to have a majority Chinese fighters on that card because you don't have to pay for them to move. I mean, they're already there. The only thing you got to pay for them probably is maybe they travel like hotel fee. Or if they live in another part of China, it's cheaper just to fly to the destination and hotel, but that's cheap. You ain't got to fly nobody all the way to the U.S. Guys, do you notice when they have fights in the U.S., how many foreigners do they really have from another country in the U.S.? They'll have a few. Every now and then they got some Australians, a couple of Chinese, a couple of Hispanics. Like they'll have those there. But your card is not populated with those foreign fighters winning the fights in America. Okay? That's business. That's how you maximize your dollars. The UFC, they don't want to spend all their money in airfare and travel and hotels. They don't want to do that. Why do you think, too, they'll have the fights in a fighter's hometown? I mean, does anybody understand that? Because you only have to pay for the main card. You don't have to pay for the fighter. Pay for their hotel stay if they choose to stay. You save a hell of a lot more money having fights in the U.S. than putting these fights overseas. It's expensive to hold a fight card overseas. And then when you hold it, the Bellator, they got fighters from all over. Think about this, guys. They got fighters from all over. So now you got to bring in all these fighters from everywhere. And of course, it's going to be expensive to bring these people in everywhere. Oh, it's going to be hell of expensive. And then can y'all understand why Bellator is bleeding? Like, can y'all understand why they don't make money? And then you put them on DAZN. Now that you put them on DAZN, you limit them to an app that's already failed in America. Okay? The DAZN app has failed miserably over here in America. It failed. But now you want to attract an American market, but you put them on DAZN. Nope. When you realize DAZN didn't work, you took them off DAZN, you got them on CBS Showtime, okay? But now, they go to problem with that. Okay? They go to problem with that. Okay, you're on CBS Showtime, but where's the marketing? I mean, hell, I can sit and watch a whole football game on CBS. Do I see any Bellator marketing? No. I've only seen one ad on CBS. A Bellator ad. Only one. Since they moved over, and I watch CBS and I watch sports on CBS all the time. I've only seen one. And I've only been over there now 2-3 years. Like, what's the deal with Bellator? I'm telling y'all why this thing is bleeding profits. But here go the kicker. You want to know why they probably ain't advertising? They probably can't afford to. That's the real truth behind the situation. They probably can't afford to advertise. And here lies your problem with Bellator. Here lies your problem. Stupid business practices. Stupid. Dumb. Just dumb. They don't use simple, and guys, I'm not even in the arena, but common sense. Common sense, okay? If Bellator's hub is a European country, then damn it, then you got to start being smart. And you have most of your fights from the people that live in the continent that you're out of. Bellator is based in America. So why do we spend so much time overseas? That's all I'm asking. That's it. That's all I'm asking. I don't know everything, but I do understand. I understand what I see. I understand what I see. Now, how I got to Bellator, I don't know, but I tell you this though, okay? Erin Blanchfield, and I'm putting this back on Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield has the power to save her career, or the UFC got the power to take it. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that, okay? The UFC, I give Bellator one thing on the UFC. Bellator, the matchmaking at Bellator, I think is better than the matchmaking at the UFC. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Bellator, it's rare that they put somebody in there. It's rare that they put somebody in there when it's just a dog walk. They'll do that shit. They'll do that with Chris Cyborg. They'll do that with Chris Cyborg. They will do it with Christian Cyborg. They'll do it with her. They will. They'll put Chris Cyborg in these matchups that's completely lopsided. But for the most part, nah, Bellator, the matchmaking at Bellator is pretty good. And they match the people up appropriately. The only person who get matched really lopsided is Chris. That's it. But the most of them, nah, Bellator does a good job. The UFC, they like to play Russian roulette. They like to play Russian roulette with people's careers. That's the problem that I have with the UFC. They love playing this Russian roulette shit. They love it. And it's to the point where you start thinking, okay, like what is the UFC, like what is their game? Like what do you want to do? You want to hurry up and use this poor fighter? Like you want to use her up this fast? She's not Ronda Rousey. This is not that same era. What the UFC don't understand is that Ronda Rousey was in an era where the fighters were good, but the fighters were one-dimensional. Okay? So you could put Ronda in there with basically anybody and she beat him because it was everybody trying to fight against another one-dimensional fighter. What happened when Ronda Rousey faced a fighter who actually had some good takedown defense? Holly Holm got some of the best takedown defense in the UFC. It's decent. But Ronda Rousey faced somebody that she couldn't take down. What happened? She fought a person, and Holly Holm still at the time could wrestle. I mean, you saw it when she picked Ronda Rousey up over her head and slammed Ronda Rousey to the ground. Holly Holm did this. So you found a fighter now who was a bit more dimensional than the typical. You were either a striker, wrestler, or jiu-jitsu practitioner. That's what it used to be when you were in the UFC. Okay, well, Ronda faced somebody who had a wrinkle. Holly Holm could wrestle a little bit. Holly Holm had good takedown defense. Then Holly Holm was able to knock Ronda Rousey smooth the hell out. That era is gone. You got too many fighters now that are multi-dimensional. And to me, Erin Blanchfield, I think is very one-dimensional. I don't think her stand-up is where it needs to be. Okay? I think she's one-dimensional. I think Jessica Andrade is multi-dimensional. Jessica Andrade can fight anywhere. Now, I won't say Jessica Andrade got the best stand-up, but I think her stand-up better than Erin Blanchfield. Jessica Andrade can wrestle, and Jessica Andrade does have really good jiu-jitsu. So, when I make a bet on a fight, I'll take an underdog every now and then if it's a calculated bet. But for the most part, if the underdog is multi-dimensional, I'll bet on it. I know Jessica Andrade wins this fight because she's multi-dimensional. Erin Blanchfield, to me, is one-dimensional. If she can't wrestle you to death, she can't beat you. Folks, that's the reality of the situation that we got going on. That's the damn reality that we got going on. Okay? That's the reality. Well, Brian, okay, now, let me defend Erin Blanchfield on that one, Brian. I'm going to defend Erin Blanchfield on that one. You want to know why Erin Blanchfield got this opportunity? Okay. You want to know why? Because the rest of the division are a bunch of cowards. And Valentina called it out. See, Valentina Shevchenko called that out. She said there's so many girls that don't want to fight. Okay. She said there's too many girls in this division. And why y'all don't want to fight, I don't get it. Valentina called that out. And I'm talking about she legit called it out and put it on social media. Well, the reason why Blanchfield gets an opportunity now is because They don't want to fight. Okay? Aaron Blanchfield was about probably your third choice, third or fourth. But Aaron Blanchfield shouldn't have been on the table. Okay? She shouldn't have been on the table. They should have made somebody else fight. Okay, Jessica Andrade. They should have made somebody else take this fight. It should not have been Aaron Blanchfield. Okay? They got plenty of people up there, man, shown. But see, the reason why they don't want Andrade or Tyler Santos, they don't want to do it because many of these people, guys, look at their position in the rankings. A lot of these fighters are one win away from getting a title shot. So you think they're going to risk that against Tyler Santos? No. And Aaron Blanchfield, being a young fighter, she want to prove herself to the UFC. They always do this. They want to prove to Dana White that, hey, I'll take a short notice fight, or I'll take a fight that nobody wants. I'm going to prove that I'm worth, more to this company. So what does Blanchfield do? Aaron Blanchfield goes and, she falls on her sword. She falls on her sword. She falls on the sword because the rest of the division don't want the smoke. They don't want to fade. They don't want to deal with what's coming. They want no parts of that. So Aaron Blanchfield falls on the sword. That's what happened. And so now it's the media's job to pump Aaron Blanchfield up. It's the media's job. Now they got to make it seem like, because, when they get a white female that's got any kind of talent, some success, they will pump that white female up because they're looking for Ronda Rousey. They're looking for Ronda Rousey, and Aaron Blanchfield isn't Ronda Rousey. And it's not even fair to try to compare this woman. This woman still is learning and growing. Give this woman, don't ruin this woman's career. I mean, y'all see what Jessica Andrade doing to veterans? Y'all see what she did to Caitlin Chikagian? And Chikagian is a veteran. Jessica Andrade, man, gave Caitlin Chikagian a body shot from hell. Ended her. Look what she did to Lauren Murphy. She turned Lauren Murphy into a freaking alien. I mean, guys, look what she did to Rose Namajunas. She picked Rose Namajunas up, dropped Rose Namajunas on her head. Almost ended Rose's career. Look what she did to Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Jessica Andrade was the reason why Karolina Kowalkiewicz don't exist anymore, really, in the world of fighting. Jessica Andrade hit Karolina Kowalkiewicz with an uppercut so savage, man. They thought the girl neck was broke. Real talk. They thought Jessica broke Karolina Kowalkiewicz's neck. She got hit so hard. And I'm just telling y'all what it is. So you mean to tell me that somebody like that can dish out all this punishment, she's a betting underdog? The media need to stop because you're inflating Aaron's ego. For real. Yeah, the media, George, they're going to get these damn fighters killed. And they pumping Aaron's head up so damn bad. Okay? They pumping Aaron up bad. Like asking us stuff like, hey, Aaron, what are you going to do when you win this fight? And Aaron looking at him like, well, I just got to take one fight at a time, I got to take one fight at a time. I got to really take these. I got to take one fight at a time. That's what she keeps saying. And salute to Aaron because Aaron not, falling for the, for the okie doke. She's not falling for the trap. Aaron Blanchfield not falling for the damn trap. They trying to get this girl to talk about fighting Valentina so damn bad. And Aaron Blanchfield, no, I got to focus. I can't worry about Valentina right now. I got Jessica Andrade problems. And you can see the poor girl, her body language change. Whenever they want to ask her about another fighter, Aaron Blanchfield, like, I can only focus on Jessica Andrade. And Aaron Blanchfield, no. See, guys, I done gave y'all a lesson on how I can tell when a person is nervous. Aaron Blanchfield nervous as hell. And moreover, Blanchfield might have a little anxiety. Moreover, Aaron Blanchfield might have anxiety going into this damn fight. She legit might have some damn anxiety. I don't blame it, y'all. I don't blame it. Guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, George. For real. I mean, that's my thing. Okay? That's my thing. Okay? The UFC, they're doing too much. Okay, I don't think Aaron Blanchfield should be the one to fall on the sword. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that she should be the one to fall on the sword. I like Blanchfield. I want Blanchfield to have, a career, but I want her to like work her way up. Y'all know every time I say I want a fighter to work their way up, they think I'm hating. People think I'm hating when I say Kayla Harris need to work her way up. And that's that. And speaking of hype job Harris, when didn't I tell y'all she was gonna disappear for a while? Hey, was I not right about Kayla Harrison? Didn't I tell y'all she gonna disappear for a while? I told y'all this. I told y'all. I told y'all. What does a narcissist do? When a narcissist can't win in their own game, they disappear. I told y'all. And I'm telling Hype Job Harrison will return in about 3 months. But I told y'all this. I said she gonna go disappear. Hype Job Harrison has been speaking nothing. But they kept hyping up Hype Job Harrison. They kept saying that she the best fighter and she'll beat Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes. Remember they kept saying that? And the girl completely overlooked Larissa Pacheco, and Pacheco whooped her ass. Kayla Harrison got her ass whooped. She got her ass whooped. But this is what happened when you hype somebody up. They fight a bunch of nobodies, and then you start really putting them out there on the pedestal like they that good. And they really wanted Kayla Harrison. They wanted her to be the next Ronda Rousey. They wanted that so bad. Ooh, okay, dominant white woman, judo practitioner, beating everybody in seconds. Oh yeah. And then she ran up on a G. She ran up on a G. That G name was Pacheco. Pacheco figured it out. Took her 2 fights to do it. Pacheco figured it out. Pacheco figured out with Kayla, you got to be first. You got to be first. You got to be first. You have to be first. That's how you beat Kayla Harrison. And then you wear Kayla down through the rounds. See, you make Kayla Harrison, you make her fight. Pacheco made it dirty, just grimy and dirty. She made Kayla Harrison dig. And then she did something that nobody else was able to do to Kayla Harrison, hit her. I'm talking about Pacheco hit Kayla Harrison often. Kayla Harrison never took that kind of damage in her whole career. Pacheco was tearing up. Pacheco hit her everywhere, on the ground, on the feet, in the clinch. Pacheco was throwing blows and knees every chance she got. And that, my friends, is what happened to Hype Job Harrison. She fought somebody who she thought was a mark, but she ended up getting marked up. Yeah, folks. Hype Job Harrison, that's what she did. Okay? And that's the demise of one Hype Job Harrison. That's the demise of Hype Job Harrison. It sucks, y'all. It really, really, really do suck. But you know what? Hype Job Harrison had to learn the hard way. Hype Job Harrison had to learn the hard way. Okay? She believed her own hype. And then you had that idiot Baz Rutten. Y'all know Baz Rutten. Baz Rutten was telling her, hey, these Brazilians are afraid to fight you. That's who told her that. These damn Brazilians, they don't want to fight you, Kayla. These Brazilians don't want no parts of you. Okay, these Brazilians don't care. They don't want any parts of you, Kayla. They're scared of you. I know for a fact Chris is scared of you. Chris turned down $2 million. Oh yeah, Chris. See, Baz Rutten was in her ear, man. Oh, he was in her ear hard, man. Baz Rutten, Randy Couture, all of them, they was in her ear. Turo. I call Randy Couture Turo. That was his role in that movie where he starred with Michael Jai White. But yeah. Yep. They was in Kayla ear, boy. They was in her ear big. Baz Rutten was saying you can finish Chris Cyborg in 2 rounds. He told her that. Yeah, Chris don't want to fight you. She's scared of you. And Amanda knows what will happen if you get in there. So, oh shoot. I said, here we go. Please tell me these dudes are lying. No, they wasn't. That's Baz Rutten them. Yeah, they brain dead. Yep. Nah, they're not gonna talk about that fight, man. That fight's dead. That fight's dead. Hype Job Harrison is no more. Okay, and that's what we all wanted. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on, guys. I have a text. But yeah, y'all, they were the ones hyping that up. So, guys, my final thoughts. Okay, what do I really say? What am I gonna say about this? My final thoughts. I believe that I believe in my mind that Aaron Blanchfield is going to come out and she's going to give the best that she can give. Huh? Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. Had to get back on my grind. All right. Yeah, but here are my closing thoughts. Okay. I think that Aaron Blanchfield is going to give a good account of herself. I believe she's going to try hard, but I think that Jessica Andrade is going to be too much. Okay. My final prediction: Jessica Andrade fourth round stoppage. Okay. That's my final prediction. I think that Jessica Andrade will stop Aaron Blanchfield by the fourth round or more. I think she'll do it, and I think she'll be able to do it very respectfully and just beat her up. Beat her up. Unless Blanchfield can pull off a Jean Valet. Well, not sure. Yep, smash the light and get him out rascals. Not sure. Not sure, but I wish Blanchfield the best. I hope that she can, pull it off. You know, part of me, I was wrong. I want to be wrong when it comes to Blanchfield. I want to be wrong for the first time. Like, well, I want to be wrong when it comes to a young fighter. Usually, when these young fighters get beat, when they try to beat somebody, I've been right. Nope, they ain't ready for that. Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm probably gonna go ahead and have to get off here. Got to go ahead and make a count, but y'all take it easy.